Have you observed the trend? Have you seen where all this is heading to? Anytime an African leader arrives to change the narrative of Africa and his country, they are always framed. As at the time of the death of Kwame Nkrumah, he had nothing to his name, to the extent that the clothes he wore had Ghana property on it all over. All the houses, cars, and everything that has ever been given to Kwame Nkrumah as a gift was donated to the state even when he was alive. He gave everything to them. But you look at some of the reasons why they overthrew Nkrumah. Corruption was part of it. They said he was mismanaging the economy and he was corrupt. What else can a leader do for his country? But he was labeled corrupt. Just because Patrick Lumumba said he wants nothing to do with colonization, and then he needed real independence, not an independence on paper, but independence in real life. He was killed. He was labeled corrupt, all the names you can mention. And now is the time of Ibrahim Traore. And he is also labeled as corrupt. He is also labeled as somebody who has no experience to manage the economy. They said he is enriching himself with the money of Burkina Faso, the gold of Burkina Faso. But you ask yourself, we should be very focused on the number of gallons the honey man brings along to the table, not the licking of his hands. You cannot be packing honey and you cannot lick your hands. In a way, these people were family men. All the past leaders were family men. They had family. And those who are there currently, they have family. At least, I can't be serving the country with all that I got and I cannot drink water. It's not possible. So what about these Europeans in the West who are living in luxury together with their grandchildren? Some of them are dead, but their grandchildren are still living in luxury. Have gold washrooms. What did they do to help Africa? And are they corrupt, as we can say? You look at some of the leaders who can be manipulated by the West, who are living in Africa, who are occupying various seats of Africa, who are highly corrupt, and it is not hidden. Are they labeled corrupt? These are the things we are saying. It doesn't mean if you are a Pan-Africanist, you should live in poverty. It doesn't mean if you are a Pan-Africanist, you cannot drive Benz. It's about what you do to bring in this living, to afford this living for your own self. Some of them are family men. Some of them had things doing before they joined the train. Or whilst they were even in the mission, the journey of joining the trade, they had things doing. So why do you deprive them of having a normal life? I learned Honorable Malema of South Africa was accused of wearing expensive clothes and then driving cars. How is that a problem? So this is the trend. They are trying, that is one of the stages they get to before they kill. Firstly, they start with accusing you of corruption and mismanagement. Then they do well and divide your people. And after they divide your people, some people will be fighting you all in the name of fighting corruption. And if they realize that killing you directly will be messy, then they use these people, then equip them with weapons to kill you or send you to exile. This is the trend, and we have to be very vigilant. What about they who never did anything to support Africa but then exploited our resources and they left? What about the selfish politicians we are having these days? Ivory Coast is an example. Uganda is an example. Cameroon, all of them are there. Why are they not criticized of corruption? And these young, vibrant people who are trying to spread the message and change the narrative are the targets. Ask yourself. You have the brains. Don't let anybody manipulate you. Ask yourself. Begin to ask yourself these unique questions.